Hey mis parceros colombianos, ¿cómo estamos? So in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to easily convert a lot of English words that are pretty much the same in Spanish and it means the same. Alright, so we are gonna study with some Spanish hacks, some words that you may not know that you already know in Spanish because those are just similar, are basically the same English words. But you just have to change maybe the ending of the word, maybe the beginning, some letter here, and that's it. All right. So what are we waiting for? Let's dive into the lesson. If we take English words that ends on "ent," like different, accident, client, and a lot of more like those, what you need to do is just instead of "ent," as we say in English, you need to add another E, or better, E in Spanish. So for example, if you take different in Spanish, you would say diferente. If you take accident, this would be accidente. If you take client, in Spanish would be cliente. And so on and so forth. So for example, here is a list that you can save in order for you to have a big list of words that you can easily convert into Spanish. Take a look. Incompetente.
Incompetent,
Incongruente.
incongruous,
Inconveniente.
inconvenient,
Indecente.
indecent,
Independiente.
independent,
Indiferente.
indifferent,
Indulgente.
indulgent,
Ineficiente.
inefficient,
Ingrediente.
ingredient,
Inherente. Inherent. Inocente.
innocent,
Insistente.
insistent,
Insolente. Insolent. Insolvente.
insolvent,
Insuficiente.
insufficient,
Insurgente.
insurgent,
Inteligente. Intelligent. Interdependiente.
interdependent,
Intermitente.
intermittent,
Irreverente.
irreverent,
Latente.
latent,
Negligente.
negligent,
Nutriente.
nutrient,
Obediente.
obedient,
Omnipotente.
omnipotent,
Omnipresente.
omnipresent,
Oriente.
orient, east,
Patente.
patent,
Paciente.
patient,
Permanente.
permanent,
Persistente.
persistent,
Potente.
potent, powerful,
Presente.
present,
Presidente.
president,
Prominente.
prominent,
Reciente.
recent,
Recipiente.
recipient, bowl,
Recurrente.
recurrent,
Repelente.
repellent,
Residente.
resident,
Reticente.
reticent,
Serpiente.
serpent, snake,
Resiliente.
resilient,
Solvente.
solvent,
Suficiente.
sufficient, enough,
Superintendente.
superintendent,
Tangente.
tangent,
Torrente.
torrent,
Trascendente.
transcendent,
Transparente.
transparent,
Urgente.
urgent,
vehemente, vehement, vicepresidente.
Vice President.
But remember, any word in English that ends with ent in Spanish is gonna be ente. Ent, ente. Our next hack would be when we find words in English that ends with C plus T, for example, correct, respect, aspect, and so on, we are just gonna add some O at the end of the same, all right? For example, correct, correcto, aspect, aspecto, contact, contacto, and so on and so forth. So here is the list of those words. Take a look. Abstracto,
Abstract.
acto,
Act.
adicto,
Addict.
afecto,
Affection.
arquitecto,
Architect.
artefacto,
Artifact.
aspecto,
Aspect.
compacto,
Compact.
conflicto,
Conflict.
contacto,
Contact.
contrato,
Contract.
convicto,
Convict.
correcto,
Correct.
defecto,
Defect.
pacto,
Pact.
dialecto,
Dialect.
perfecto,
Perfect.
producto.
Product.
Prospecto,
Prospect.
directo,
Direct.
distinto,
Distinct.
proyecto,
Project.
distrito,
District.
efecto,
Effect.
incorrecto,
Incorrect.
indirecto,
Indirect.
indistinto,
Indistinct.
inexacto,
Inexact.
insecto,
Insect.
instinto,
Instinct.
intacto, intact, intelecto,
Intellect.
objeto.
Object.
Our next trick in order to easily convert a lot of English words to Spanish, which is gonna expand your vocabulary as crazy, is when we find words that ends on IVE, for example, defensive, offensive, intensive, explosive, and words like that, you're gonna just take those same words and you're gonna put in Spanish IVO. So intensive, intensivo, explosive, explosivo, defensive, defensivo. So with these 3 hacks that I'm giving today for you guys, you're gonna be able to learn at least 300 words in Spanish. Words that you basically already know. You just have to make the conversion, all right? Here's another pattern where it allows you to make Spanish words out of English words. Whenever we find English words that ends on al or al, like for example, professional, conversational, punctual, and etc., you're gonna basically do the same in Spanish. It's just al, professional, profesional, punctual, puntual. You just have to learn how to Spanish it up a little bit, right? Because it is not professional, it is profesional. And the accent, the stress of the word is almost always gonna be at the end. Profesional, puntual, fundamental. So to finish this lesson, we're gonna take a look of a couple of examples using all of those patterns, all right? So pay very close attention.
I thought you were different. Yo pensaba que tú eras diferente. Argentina played in a defensive mode. Argentina jugó en modo defensivo. That's correct. Eso es correcto. I'm a professional musician. Soy un músico profesional. That's the Doppler effect. Ese es el efecto Doppler. Let's go offensive mode. Vámonos de modo ofensivo.
That's it, you guys. If you practice with these patterns, your vocabulary is gonna expand up to maybe 2,000, 3,000 words. Words that you already know in English. You just have to, as I say, Latin it up, Spanish it up a little bit, all right? So what are you waiting to subscribe and comment this video? Thank you. Take care. Cuídate, parceros colombianos. A todos, a todas les mando un abrazo gigante desde Medellín. Chao.